What's going on? What's happening? What's happening? Negrodamus. Me. Negrodamus. Straight up. But in reality, I'm not Negrodamus. I can't even sit here and say, I told you so, because you all knew what was going to happen. So for those that are not familiar with what I said, you know what I'm saying, in a previous video that I did yesterday called Black People Shouldn't Celebrate New Year's. You know what I'm saying? I said in the video that before either New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, someone's going to get shot. And lo and behold, here in Charlotte, North Carolina, at 11:30 last night, before New Year's Day, right before the clock struck 12, 5 people got shot in Uptown Charlotte. And it's crazy, like it didn't shock me. When I read the story, when I looked at it on YouTube, it wasn't shocking to me. It just wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I already knew it was gonna happen. I already knew it. Nobody had to tell me nothing. I woke up, checked. You know what I'm saying? I checked Charlotte's news. I checked Atlanta news. No, first I checked Atlanta's news first because I was like, yo, if anything pop off for New Year's, it definitely is gonna pop off in Atlanta. Went through the feed. I'm like, oh shit. For real. I'm like, oh man, I'm proud of Atlanta. So then something told me, yo man, check Charlotte's news. So I went to Charlotte's news and lo and behold, 5 people shot in Uptown Charlotte. I opened it up and 5 people got shot at Ramir Bearden Park. For those that are familiar with the area, you know that's a decent area. But I knew what was gonna happen. And it wasn't shocking for me, to me. It wasn't shocking to me or for me, you know what I'm saying, to see that this type of situation happened in Uptown during a New Year's Eve celebration. Why? Because people get shot. Man, it seems as though whenever there's a big event in Charlotte, in Uptown, someone gets shot. Just, what was it? I think it was of last year in February. I think it was like 10 months ago, something like that. It was like February, March or something like that. Somebody got shot in 4th Ward, the 4th Ward area. That's in Uptown. Shot and killed. You know what I'm saying? For those that are born and raised or just lived in Charlotte, such as myself, for a couple of years, we all know that shit be popping off in Uptown Charlotte. That is not safe. It just isn't. You know what I'm saying? People, outsiders, people that come here and visit think it's safe. Now, don't get it twisted. They're revamping everything. Eventually, it's gonna be to the point where there's gonna be a cop on every block in Uptown. But for now, it's still kind of like shaky. Straight up. That's real talk. The rapper that died that's from Memphis, Tennessee. I forgot his name. He got shot at a donut shop, cookie shop. I think that's what it was. I forgot his name, man. Dark-skinned dude. You know what I'm saying? When he came, I think it was for the CIAA or something like that. He came down when the CIAA was here. CIAA tournament was here. He came down. I think he performed that he was here, whatever have you. They shot up his van 30 times. So for those that visit Uptown, for those that are visitors and you want to go to Uptown because it's nice and clean, it's a nice city and this and that and so forth, you better watch yourself. Because anything can happen at any given time. That's real talk. So for those that don't know the story, it's a typical story. You know what I'm saying? A fight breaks out. I'm pretty sure somebody got the best of the person that got up and started shooting. Fight breaks out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then a dude gets up, 19-year-old kid gets up and starts shooting everywhere. 5 people get shot. And it's just like that. You know what I'm saying? That plain and simple. They captured the dude and that's that. The 5 people that got shot, it appears that there's no life-threatening injuries. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure that they're gonna make it. But of course, I mean, some of these people some of them may be men, some of them may be women, some of them may be kids. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's just traumatizing. It really is. Here you are, you going to a New Year's Eve celebration, New Year's celebration. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this is real talk. Like a couple of years back, I was planning on taking my children out there, but something told me, nah, don't do that. But here you are, you going out, New Year's celebration, you know what I'm saying? And you know, you bring your kid. It's a family event. Next thing you know, some shit pop off from Amir Bearden Park, and boom, people shot. And you know how things go when there's an event where everybody comes into the Uptown City area. You know what I'm saying? There's people from all types of backgrounds. So the first thing, you know, when you hear gunshots, the first thing is to do is to run. So you know that there was chaos everywhere, and you know cops is trying to, you know, like get everything situated. They taping off everything and all of that. Who wants to be in that type of environment? That's why I always tell people, man, this is not the day and time to be around large crowds. It's just not. That's real talk. You know what I'm saying? If you want to celebrate the New Year's or celebrate anything, your birthday or whatever have you, make sure you celebrate it in a secure place, which is your home. And don't invite people over that you don't know. Straight up. But I hate to be the one to say I told you so. You know what I'm saying? I Negrodamus the thing. But it's not like I'm Negrodamus. I think every black person is Negrodamus because we already knew it was gonna happen. We already knew that someone was gonna get shot before. That's black. That's before New Year's or New Year's Eve or after or New Year's Day. And take it heed, New Year's Day is not over with. So we don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm putting this video out, but as you can see, it's still daylight out. We won't know until the clock strikes 12 and it's January the 2nd. But it's a shame. It's a shame, man. And this is gonna continue go on and on and on and on and on. That's real talk. And I mean, let's just be real, man. The way Uptown is situated like it is the center of the city we call Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? So just look at it like this. There are hoods surrounded around Uptown Charlotte. You got North Charlotte, West Charlotte, South Charlotte, you got East Charlotte, and there's hoods. And the way Uptown is situated, and these hoods is Charlotte's Uptown is easily accessible to those hoods. For East Charlotte, you can hop on East Independence Expressway or Boulevard, whatever you want to call it, and come straight down into Uptown. For South Charlotte, you can hop on 77 and go straight up. You know what I'm saying? If you come from Nations Ford Hood, hop on 77 and go straight up. Or you can go the other way, South Boulevard, and go straight up into Uptown. West Charlotte, you know what I'm saying? Same thing. You could go down West Boulevard. Betty's Ford, North Charlotte. 77. Straight into into Uptown. So this is not gonna. This ain't the first. This ain't the second. This ain't the third, and this damn for sure won't be the last where there's gonna be some type of violence happening in Uptown. And I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, my city is this, or my city is that, and this and that, and so forth." No, I ain't the type of person to do that. I'm not. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about when black people need to get together and we need to kumbaya, and I don't understand why we can't get along on some Rodney King type shit, because that's not what I'm about. I said that back in the days. Now it's different. Now what you have to do is have to be able to, protect yourself as well as your family if you have one. Now let me tell you something. I hate carrying this. I hate it. I hate carrying this. For those that have the CCW, you know what I'm saying, and you carrying at all times or whatever, man, it's times where you just don't want to carry. You just don't want to carry anything bulky on you or whatever. You want to be in an environment where you don't have to carry a firearm. You want to be in an environment where like I'll give you an example. You want to be in an environment like say for example, you go into a restaurant and you just want to walk in a restaurant and you want to be able to sit anywhere. You don't want to have to case the place out, look around and say, well, okay, let me sit by this table right here because there's the exit door right there in just in case this person do this and this and that. Man, that shit is just too much. You know, when I first, purchased a firearm, it was new. You know what I'm saying? It was exciting. You know, this is years ago. I went to the range, you know what I'm saying? But nowadays, it's just like, no lie, man. I have this for protection, and that's it. And I dream of the day. Of taking this shit and throwing it out the window. And I'm just saying for the sake of the conversation. Of course, I wouldn't throw it out the window. But what I'm saying is, I dream of the day of not having to carry it. I got magazines all in my car. I got guns, firearms, all positioned throughout my house. Why should we have to live like this? Well, we have to. Because you never know. You never know, man. You never know. So this is not a video to talk shit about black people. This is not a video to say we need to come together and kumbaya, black people and this and that and so forth. This video is to tell you to keep you and yours safe. Because it could go down anywhere. And as we can see, this is real talk. New day, same shit. And that's what I was trying to say in the last video that I did. That just because it's a new year, that doesn't mean that people are going to change. Tomorrow, come Tuesday, people got to be at work at the same time they were at work last Tuesday. Hospital's going to be open. Funeral home's going to be open. Somebody's going to get shot. Somebody's going to die. Things are not going to change. It's not. And it's just like when we celebrate the new year, that goes for anyone that lives in America. When we celebrate the new year, what are we actually celebrating for? Everyone's state of mind is going to be the same. People that were racist last year are going to be racist in 2024, this year. People that walked around with their nose up in the air towards people in 2023, they're going to be the same way they were in 2023 and 2024. No one's going to change. Matter of fact, a lot of people don't like change. A lot of people don't like to grow. A lot of people like to stay stagnant, especially up here. And I'm here to tell you, straight up, you need to make sure that you keep yourself safe. One, and two, another thing too, is to dead anyone that's negative. That includes your mother, your father, sisters, brothers, siblings, family, friends, co-workers, all that. Because life is short. And I hate to talk like how everybody else talks, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? You're not promised tomorrow. You're just not. So you got to live the type of best, you got to live the best life that you can live per day. And that's real. That's real, man. I'm not going to talk about my family business, you know what I'm saying? What I got going on with my family, but what I will say is this, that whoever's negative or has been negative towards me, I've already given them second and third chances. You gets no more. You gets no more. None. I don't believe in that blood is thicker than water bullshit, because just a couple of days, last week, I know y'all heard about that incident. The 14-year-old got mad at the 15-year-old brother or sister or something because he didn't get enough presents and he wound up shooting and killing his own sister, some shit like that. So miss me with that. And then, okay, so if you don't want to use that because you'll say, oh, they were juveniles. Well, I've known motherfuckers to be of age 20, 30, 40 on up and shoot and kill their family member. So blood ain't got shit to do with it. That's only stating that you're related to that person. That's it. What matters the most is up here. And this is what you have to do. You have to find like minds. You have to find someone that's productive, that's positive, just like you. Other than that, you're going to be up shit's creek, messing with the people that you mess with that's negative. This is a new day and time. And man, I'm going to tell you straight up, shout outs to Pretty Ricky. If it weren't for Pretty Ricky, man, you know, some of the things that I know about firearms and all the rest of that stuff, I wouldn't know. You know, and he's my motivation when it comes to protecting myself. Like, I would encourage people, I'm going to get one. I would encourage people to take it a step further. Once you get your CCW, you got your firearm, your CCW, etc. You know what I'm saying? Get your bulletproof vest. Do whatever it takes to secure your life. Straight up. Because the only person that has your back is, in reality, you. You know what I'm saying? I move different. It used to be a time where people used to spot me just like this. Yo, man, aren't you Langston? You got that video, the videos out of the channel, this and that and so forth. Now I don't move the way that I normally move. You know what I'm saying? If you catch me somewhere, you best believe you're gonna be positive on some positive shit. Cause I'm in environments where there's positive and productive people at. That's real talk. I'm not gonna put myself in a position. Don't ever say, hey man, you should come to my hood and record. I'm not doing that. Nah. Cause now I gotta trust you with my life in your hood. And I don't even know you. Nah, I'm not playing myself like that. It ain't gonna happen. But yeah, I move different. I don't be out late at night. For what? For what? You know what I'm saying? It used to be a time where you can get in your car, for real, have you a nice selection of music, and just drive around the city. I don't advise anyone to do that anymore. I don't. You can stop at a stoplight and get hemmed up. You know what I'm saying? Here in Charlotte, you go where you gotta go. You go from A to B, and C should be back home. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hanging around. I used to drive through Vermeer Park. I used to drive through South End. I used to hang out over there, you know, just walking or whatever have you, just chilling. It used to be, you know, okay, but now, nah. I'm not going to the music factory. I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm just not. Dude, I think it was about 2 weeks ago, in front of a brewery, I think, in South End, a motherfucker got shot in his car. That's not gonna be me. That's just not gonna be me. If you have a circle of friends and family, keep it that way. Keep it that way. Don't bring a new person into it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, let's just be real, man. I mean, 2024 is not going to be any different from 2023. If anything, it's going to be worse than 2023. People are not getting better. Things are not getting better. Things are getting worse. And that's real talk. Everybody is uptight. We celebrating a new year, and we still dealing with hyperinflation. And they said that shit was going to be over. And, you know, like, after the, you know, the virus thing, you know, I don't want to say it on YouTube, but, you know, after that situation, and they let everybody out and about, they said it was going to be over by 2023 or something like that. That shit is going. You You know what I'm saying? We really don't know what's going on with this this whole presidential, the elections and all the rest of that shit. We got a man that's running for president and he's going to court. He got cases on him. Like, come on, man. When I start talking about like the end is near and this and that and so forth, and I read the comments, you know, some of y'all will be like, man, you religious and you that. No, I'm not religious. It's just that I'm looking at this shit, and I'm not saying it's the sign of the times, and I'm not going on this whole speech and whatever, you know what I'm saying? But just think about it, man. What we're witnessing, you know what I'm saying, is unprecedented. I said this, and some of y'all people that got the surgery and as part of the LGBTQ community, you can hate me all you want. But I said this, and I just think that, I'm going to say it again, because I really do believe that it's flying over people's head. And that they've normalized it to the point where we don't really think about it. But men are willing to cut their penis off in order to become a woman. And you're telling me that this shit is gonna last forever? And that we're not at the end of times? At the end of time? It's gonna, if we continue to go on like this, for real, with dealing with inflation, hyperinflation at that, it's gonna be where nobody's gonna be able to live in America. Eat. Like, bread is gonna be like $15. You're gonna walk in the grocery store one day and bread is gonna be $15. Eggs are gonna be $30. And you know, like the essential things that people could piece together and really, you know, make a meal, you know, is bread, eggs, and milk. That's like 3 essential things that you need. I know, because, you know, I used to be like really, man, I used to be so broke it was ridiculous. But you know what? Back in the days, you know what I'm saying? Not to be on no nostalgia shit, but back in the days, man, if I had some milk, cheese. Cheese was always cheap. Eggs were cheap. Eggs at one point in time, believe it or not, was 99 cents a carton. And bread. Man, you can make you some cheese eggs, scramble some cheese eggs together, toast some bread, boom, you got a cheese egg sandwich. If you had some grits, that was a plus. That was a plus. A bag of grits, that was like 89 cents back in the days. But it's getting to the point where these essential things that you can just piece together, man, you can eat cheese, you can eat cheese, eggs, bread, you can eat grits, you can eat that shit. Man, yo, listen, I was that poor. I was eating that shit at night, like during dinner and shit, saying, I thank you, Jesus, for my food. But what happens when those essential foods that you can just make anything with, those things you can just piece together any type of meal? What happens when that shit is expensive? What happens when oodles and noodles? I went in the store the other day and I was like, damn, oodles, a pack of oodles and noodles are 89 cents? I used to get them for like $3-4. My shit was Oriental, Cajun spice, and what was the other joint that I used to rock and roll with? The chicken joint, I think. Man, I had a little method. I used to crunch my shit up. You know what I'm saying? I boil my water first, for real. I boil my water. I crunch my shit up, you know what I'm saying, in the bag. And then I throw that joint in there and I let the noodles get all soft and whatever. And then I put the little packet, the MSG joint. I'll put that shit. I'll be whipping that shit like it's Coke or something. Yo, for real. Got me some bread on the side. You couldn't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? If I was really poor and I couldn't afford the Kool-Aid, I'd get Flavor Aid. Give me some of that bleach, white, refined flour. That's flour. Sugar. I'm good. I'm good. Man, biscuits, Pillsbury dough biscuits. You know what I'm saying? They got the home style joint. Back in the days now, them shits was like 50, like for the 6-pack joint. You know what I'm saying? When you roll it and the shit go poof. and you just put it in the oven and shit, you got six damn biscuits. Man, them shits is like 69 cents back in the days. And then the whole 8-pack, that was like $1.49. And if you really wanted to get busy, and you wanted to have a snack, you know what I'm saying? You get the raisin joint, and they had that cup with that crack, the creamy crack on there. You put the raisin rolls in the damn oven, let them shit get nice and brown and shit, and then you put that creamy crack on it. Man, you can't tell me nothing. I thought I was living back in the days. But all of the stuff that I mentioned, now you go in the grocery store and them shits is like $5, $10, $15. Yeah, man, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. The internet is getting worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even be on the internet like that, man, because it's all negative. It's all negative, man. And it's just, man, you can't say that you didn't see this coming. You know what I'm saying? You know, society is headed in the wrong direction. You know? And when governments stop caring about their people, this is what happens. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's scrambling. Everybody's trying to make a dollar out of 15 cents. People got 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs, a hustle. They doing some fraud shit on the side. I mean, some of everything just to stay afloat. That's real shit. And people walking around here with they smiling, you know what I'm saying? And you think it's all good. They got the nice car, they got clothes and all the rest of that shit, and they smiling, but you know, people don't tell their frustration and their pain. Strong people don't wear their pain on their face and their frustration. They keep that shit bottled in the inside. But everybody's going through something. You know what I'm saying? And it's just only a matter of time when this bubble will pop. You know? And I hope that we all are on the other side of the fence. Because I will say this, for those that are positive, for those that are so-called doing the right thing, you know what I'm saying? That's trying to do right, trying to be right. You know, we've endured enough pain as it is. It just don't seem fair for us to go through even more pain. You know, but there has to be a change. And of course that change is not gonna come, you know what I'm saying, in a positive way. Of course things are gonna get far more worse than, you know, it gets better. But man, I hope for the ones, the ones that's pure at heart, you know what I'm saying, that have tried to do their best to make, you know, this world a better place. I hope that I say we, yeah, you can say, you know, man, Langston, man, sometimes I don't know about you, man. You be cursing, man. You got a good message, but you be cursing, yelling, this and that. So whatever, you know that I mean well. So stop the bullshit for real. But, you know, we, the people that are pure at heart, that want to see the best for people, and specifically blacks, I hope that we're on that other side. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been through enough. You know, I don't even want to do like a hard search on who got shot and who got killed around America, because I know it's gonna make me even more upset than what I am. You know what I'm saying? Because like nowadays you just gotta be numb to the shit. It ain't nothing you could do. You know what I'm saying? The best thing that you could do is take care of you and yours. That's the best thing that you can do. You take care of your circle. But on that Martin Luther King, we shall overcome, and Malcolm X, and, you know, for the people and all that shit is dead. You be wasting your time. You know what I'm saying? When I do these videos, I'm not talking to all black people, because all black people ain't on this shit. I'm talking to the few. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, just be safe and make sure that you make the best, you as a person, make the best out of 2024. You know what I'm saying? And make sure that, man, I gotta continue to say this. I know I'm sounding redundant, but man, make sure you got your back. Make sure you if you got a family, make sure that they're good. Cause shit is about to hit the fan, man. And I'm telling you, when it does, it ain't if. When it does, that shit ain't gonna smell good. It's not. Other than that, I'm out.